Rosie, as I've told you before, my Uncle Bob was in the Merchant Navy and he travelled the world. He went to China and learned how to make this soup, which is a Lanzhou beef soup. I think I've pronounced it properly, but it's all about having a really good stock and having really good noodles and bringing it all together, because it's the stock that carries the whole thing. And a bit of chili oil, but I'll talk about that later.
I'm going to learn here. I know
Now, what we're going to do to start with, if you can grab those noodles, open the packet up and pop it in the bowl. Often when you're cooking noodles, you have to put them in boiling water. These are quick and easy. Just put a little bit of boiling water over the top of them.
Noodle hack.
Massage them up a little bit and they're cooked already. So you're going to be careful, Rosie. I'm going to come across with this hot boiling water and I'll pour that on top of it there, just like that. Just give it 3 minutes. If you massage that just a little bit, the noodles will fall apart and become nice and cooked. Now, over here I've got my stock, which is the most important thing. Now, I would have liked to have started the stock, but it takes about 6 hours to do. So the thing you want to start with is some really, really good beef. I've got some beef osso bucco here, which is basically the shin or the forearm of the animal, which is sliced in a cross section. You can use some beef bones, which are really good as well, some veal bones, some pork bones, and of course some chicken Marylands and some chicken frames. The more meat you use, the more bones you use, the more flavour you have, and the better the broth and the better the noodles. So I'm going to pop these over here, and I'm going to show you the spicy part. This is what gives this dish its flavour.
Beautiful.
You can smell it. It looks great like that, doesn't it? Now, what I've got here is some fennel seeds, some cumin seeds, some Szechuan peppercorns, some star anise, some white peppercorns, some cloves, some black cardamom, some ginger that's been sliced, some cinnamon, some licorice. I'm going to run out of breath here, and of course some bay leaves. They all go into the broth at the beginning. So you bring it up to the boil, skim it all off and put these in and let it simmer away for about 4 to at least 6 hours.
True slow cooking, that
and
is,
you can smell it. I mean, when you smelled that, when you came into the kitchen and smelled it, it just smells amazing, doesn't it? What we're going to do is get the soup ready. Now the broth's ready, the noodles are cooking, we're going to put some coriander together. If you can rough chop that for me, and some spring onion. Give me a rough chop of that one. I'm going to take the bottom part, give you the green part, because this is going to be part of my vegetable. I chop it on an angle like this so it's nice and thick, and that's going to cook in my water. So I'll make sure this is up nice and high because I want my water boiling. Now this is bok choy. I've got the two of them here. Bok choy has the white stem and pak choy has the green stem. The pak choy is usually a lot smaller, great for just about any Asian dish.
Asian
great
veggies,
in soups.
isn't it?
Beautiful, nice and crisp and clean. Now I got this in Griffith and they grow this hydroponically, which is a great way to do it. Uses only a tiny bit of water. They can grow it quickly under the sunshine, and it's a beautiful vegetable to have all the way through here like that. And I throw it all in. Now this will cook in a matter of seconds. With the pak choy, I just cut it down through the middle here, and it looks beautiful. Just round through the middle there like that, and we're going to hold it together as best we can.
Lots of vitamin and minerals in there as well.
Exactly, lots of good stuff. Now to flavour it, because it is a meat soup I'm going to make, I've got some of the meat here which was boiled up and braised in the actual liquid. This is the osso bucco, and all I do is just pull it apart like this into little pieces, and what I'll do is I'll pop that on the top of the soup as it comes out. Now just pop a few little pieces like that. Now I know that you're not going to have any, it's all for me, so I'll make sure I put the nice amount. And the chicken, you can see when it's been boiled up like this, it just falls apart. It's a really meaty, hearty, spicy soup that's delicious. Now I'll hand that to you and pop it over the side there. Now, my water's boiling like this. What I'm going to do is throw my veggies straight into the boiling water. And if you can bring those noodles over, we're going to start to plate that up. OK, I'll bring these two bowls over and you can put the noodles there.
Alrighty.
What I do is the noodles have softened up beautifully, and I'll just grab some of these noodles here, drain off some of that liquid, and I'm going to pop this in the bowl. This is for you. I know you're not going to have the broth, but I've got a lovely dish that I know you're going to love, Rosie. There we go. In go the noodles here like that. Pop them in the bottom. Now, this is the bit we like. Veggies go into both of these because we both love our veggies equally.
We certainly do.
Although someone here loves their veggies a little bit more than me. So in go the veggies on the top there, the bok choy, the pak choy and the spring onions, and I'll pop some in there for you like that. On the side there like that. And what I'm going to do, Rosie, is put the meat on the side of mine, and I've got an egg. Would you like an egg?
I would love an egg,
Okay, cut through the middle like that. There we go. A bit of egg for you, egg for me.
Yeah,
we go. Some spring onion on there, some coriander on there, and I've got a spoon there. If you can grab some of that chili oil and pop some on top of you.
Yep.
And watercress, one of my favourite things in the entire world. Peppery watercress. Spoon it on the top there because that's what's going to lubricate the noodles. A little bit on mine there. And what I'm going to do, Rosie, is over here, grab some of this broth out of here. This hot broth I'm going to pour on top of the actual meat there like that. The chili oil is going to go all the way through it. Look at that broth. It smells great, doesn't it?
It does smell good. I'm sure you could change those ingredients up as well.
You could,
Whatever
you
you've
could.
got.
You could, and I could even make a vegetarian broth, although I never want to mention that word ever again. There we go.
It will keep coming up.
Oh, it will, it will. Now I'll put some of the watercress on the side of mine as well because I want that peppery sort of flavour. There we go, on the side there like that. Plenty of veggies in there. Have a taste of that. Some
Certainly
There we
will.
go. Now it's the broth for me that I really want to taste. Oh, it's got a strong flavour. All those spices have come through it. You like that chilli? Oh, it's got a bit of heat to it, hasn't
It
it?
has, and I do like that.
There we go. I'll grab some of the noodles out of there. You can see those bright coloured noodles. They just soak up all the juice.
Good, huh?
Lovely flavour. This is hearty enough to get me through the rest of the day. Or at least till midday anyway.
Oh, noodles are just fun, aren't they? What a fun little dish.